Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my 2020 F350. We're going to be talking about this service bed right here and what it took to install it, and some of the issues I had, some of the issues you might run into trying to install one on your own vehicle, and some of the things you can do to take care of it. So here we go, let's check it out. Alright, so what we have here is we have a brand new CM TM Deluxe truck bed, and I had this thing put on my 2020. Bought it new and bought the bed just right after. I actually ordered the bed the day after I ordered the truck. One of the things I was worried about, whenever I'm backing up here so y'all can see it better, but one of the things I was worried about on this truck, and it's not clean right now, I was worried about the black on the bed not matching the black of the truck. So, you know, I took a chance. I did it anyway. Didn't see another one of these new body styles with the black bed on it. So I took a chance and it worked out because it's actually basically the same color. The gloss is a little bit different. So I had this bed installed by a professional shop who is a fab shop. They've installed a lot of truck beds for the place that I bought this thing from. They ended up running into several issues, some issues which I had to fix that they could not fix or did not know about. So we're going to take a look at some of those issues right now. So the first issue I had was with the tail lights, or actually specifically the brake lights, all the brake lights. So I had tail lights, or running lights, whatever you want to call them. I had blinkers, I had hazards, but I had no brake lights whenever I got this truck back. And after talking to several different people, several different companies about what I could do to fix that, I got underneath the truck, I traced out all my wiring. I ended up finding out that several of the people who have tried to mount beds on 2020 said that you have to actually wire your brake lights into your trailer circuit to make the brakes work, your brake wiring in your trailer circuit. So the brake wiring from the truck actually does not work. So I don't know why that is. I don't know if Ford has a fix for it now. If they do, please let me know in the comments, and I'm going to try to fix it the correct way. And I'll show you what it does on the dash because of that, because it's not correct. But so brake lights, something I had to fix. The next thing I had to fix, we'll get up here and look at in the bed. So I had the gooseneck hitch put custom in. The reason I did this is a B&W turnover ball. And this is the 30,000 pound B&W hitch. So the reason I did this is I'm looking at getting a 30,000 pound gooseneck trailer one day. If I end up doing that, that will have a 3-inch ball. So if you buy a B&W turnover ball, it comes with the 2 5/16 standard gooseneck ball, but you can also buy an optional 3-inch ball. So I did this as an option. I also had this plate cut out bigger than normal, so you can see how large that is compared to the whole width of the bed. This bed width from side to side is 52 inches. So I don't know for sure the dimensions of the whole plate, but I had this thing cut out so that I can actually fit a 5th wheel hitch down in here, and they make one that will go inside here. So if I want to pull a 5th wheel one day, I can also put a 5th wheel in here, and that's the reason I did that. From the factory, from CM, made this top plate hinge to the side. It actually hinged over the edge right here, and it actually set at an angle over this box. So this box was not usable whenever the plate was up, and it flapped around and it was really in the way. So what I did is I came in here and I had this re-drilled, and I had the arms bent out, and I had the whole plate where now it hinges backwards. The reason I did not go forwards with the plate is because I'm actually going to be installing a fuel tank that's going to come right to the edge of these tracks right here. That track and that track. The fuel tank's going to stop right there. So I couldn't have the plate hinge forward because of that. So my fuel tank's supposed to be in the next week or two. So we'll see how that fits when it comes in. Also, because of the fuel tank, I had these tracks right here moved back. These tracks are usually at the very front right here and right here. And I actually had those moved back for that fuel tank. They actually did that for me at the factory. Let's close this up. Alright, another problem I had on this thing whenever we installed the truck bed is the blinkers, when you turn the blinkers on, actually showed that they were doing a hyper flash on the dash. Whenever you came outside the vehicle, they were actually flashing at normal speed, but for some reason, even though this truck came with the LED lights, the LED rear lights and front lights, I did that because I wanted the brighter lights on the front, even though I was going to be changing out the bed. So it came with the LEDs from factory, but they still showed that they were doing the hyper flash on the dash. So what I ended up having to do is I downloaded the program called ForScan, and I bought an adapter off of Amazon, which I can show y'all if y'all would like. Just let me know in the comments below. And I went in and I had to disable the Bliss system. I had to disable the cross traffic alert system, and I had to disable the hyper flash whenever the LED lights show a fault. So I had to disable all that stuff with that program. So I can show y'all that if y'all would like me to. But anyway, that's what the bed looks like on the truck. It's a really, really good looking bed. I've already pulled about 25,000 pounds with it, and it pulls like a dream. I love everything about this bed on this truck too. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm gonna open up all my boxes. I'm gonna show you how I have all my boxes organized, just in case anybody else wants any ideas or can share any ideas with me if I've got something put in here that you think may work better. All right, so first off, in my whole front box right here, I have kind of all my hand tools. Mostly hand tools on this truck anyway, but I have all my sockets up here, all my socket sets, my impact sockets over here. I have all my wrenches down here. Down here I have all my power tools, and then my hand tool bag with screwdrivers, nut drivers, pliers, everything you use. I'm an electrician by trade, so or used to be. I don't really do it that much anymore because I'm more running a group of guys now, doing some different things. Service work type stuff is the reason I have all these other tools now. So this is what I have in my front box. My side opening box right here, I keep some just easy, fast stuff you want to get to quick in a hurry. I keep all my gloves in here. I have latex gloves, have all my mechanics gloves, wiping hands off, some fast orange, some wipes, some extra parts for some stuff I'm working on, my hard hat, of course. I got my lockouts. I got some tire pressure gauges underneath here with some air fittings to air up tires, some towels, and I have reusable zip ties. Tractor Supply, I don't know how much they cost, I don't remember now. These things are some of the best things money can buy for tying up straps on trailers and making them look awesome. If you want your load to look, or your load to look really, really good running down the road, get some of these things. They are amazing and well worth the money. Next up, this handle right here. I cannot turn it that way, I can only turn it this way, and I'm going to show you why. I did it. Alright, so I have my battery charger up here. So, I made this shelf right here. It's stainless steel. I mounted some shallow unistrut in here, 4 pieces. And I put some mounts in here, some bolts, cut this piece out, and then I mounted an inverter right here. This is a 1500 watt inverter. And I mounted it so that the lip sticks up. I don't know if you can see that or not. I mounted it so the lip sticks up right above it about 1.5 inches. That way I can sit here and I can plug anything into it that I need and set it on this shelf. So I can go right here and I can plug my inverter into it, turn it on, charge my batteries right here. I went ahead and got this thing as a 1500 watt to be able to handle. I've got a little portable air compressor on the other side, which I'm gonna show you. I got a jump box right here, NOCO. Thing's been great. I've used it on diesel trucks. I have one of my meters, fluke meters under here. Some hole saws, some drilling stuff down there. All right, down here on the back side of the bed, around the back side now, we have the shovel box that comes with the TM Deluxe on the CMs. So I'm gonna pop this open. So right here, I've got several straps. I have 3 30-foot straps. I carry a shovel with me. And I also mounted this right here. This is a 350 amp DC quick connect with your positive and your negative. And I have that run up underneath the truck, which I'll have to show y'all some other time, where I set a distribution block, a DC distribution block straight from my battery, and I've got it sitting right behind the toolbox on this side, mounted to the back side of it. And I actually will show you. Move this out of the way. Well, you can't see it. It's up underneath here is where my bolts are, where it's bolted underneath there. So that's where it's mounted on the back side of that. Close that up. All right, coming around the other side now. We'll open up this box. In this box I have my some ratchet straps. I have a fire extinguisher. I got snatch blocks. The reason I've got a couple snatch blocks is I had a 15,000 pound winch on my old truck, and hopefully I'll get a bumper put on this thing one day and be able to put that winch back on this sucker. But I got some more hand wipes. I got some antifreeze. I got some couple quarts of oil in there. Got a chain in there. Close that up. This box over here, I got some small ratchet straps. I got some bungee cords. I got a ball lock for a bumper pull trailer. Some more ratchet straps. I got a pintle hook for my Gen Y hitch. A snow scraper, ice scraper with brush. Hitch with no ball on it so I can pull implements. What do I got in here? I've got some pins in here for that hitch. Got some extra bolts right here. Extra bolts, washers, nuts. Some screws under this one. And this one underneath this. Just different assorted screws. That's pretty much all I have in that box. We'll close that. Come over to this one right here. In this box here, I've got just a assortment of all kinds of stuff. I have a rolling measuring stick, 100-foot tape measure, different assortment of hammers, some big channel locks, a couple screwdrivers, some magnets over here, some Allen wrenches. I got some really large wrenches up to 2 inch right here. Right here, since I do a lot of electrical work, I have just a huge assortment of different kinds of electrical tapes. Keeping this box, I have electrical connectors in here and underneath it. I got some more underneath here, regular electrical tape. I have a bunch of zip ties here. I have more fittings in here for electrical connectors. I've got this little bucket that's got just a little bit of everything. Got some wall spray, some brake cleaner, some Flex Seal, electronic component cleaners, some lube, some magic tap, you know, some oil, some starting fluid in the back there, WD-40, just a little bit of everything. Some PVC glue in there. Down here, here's my little portable air compressor I was talking about earlier. This thing right here is awesome. It's a Craftsman. You can get them at Lowe's for like 60 or 70 bucks. this thing is well worth it. It will air up. It'll air up one of these tires right here to 80 psi, and I'm gonna say if that tire's sitting on 30 psi, it'll air that thing up to 80 psi in probably 20 minutes. So if you're in a bind, that sucker right there will get you out of it. Extension cord, keep that with me for my inverter. Really good set of jumper cables. Always recommend a good set of jumper cables. Right here I have a little manual pump. This is just to suck fuel in and out of somebody's tank. If somebody was ever stranded on the side of the road, I actually used it to pump diesel exhaust fluid out of a truck one time that we needed to get some out of. So we use that. Got a bunch of D-rings that I had on my old truck, on my bumpers on it. So I keep those around for hooking up things if I need to hook it up. That's pretty much all I have in those boxes. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it as far as what I have on my truck bed and as far as everything goes. So if y'all got any more questions about anything on it, just leave a comment below. I'll be happy to answer anything y'all have. Let y'all know anything. If I run into any issues, I'm gonna tell y'all about them. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.